Hello, welcome to Swiss Watch and welcome to another live stream straight from Geneva. This time we're actually in a very nice restaurant beneath the Beau Rivage Hotel, where many brands are situated for this watch event, which is really spectacular so far. We've seen a lot of people that we know, friends, watch brands, and it's been a lot of fun. Now we're actually with Pierre-Jacques. We're going to talk about DeBethune, one of my favorite brands. We featured the watch on the channel already. For those who don't know, the yellow submarine, right? How it's nicknamed. The level of finishing they do and the different materials is just on the top of the watchmaking game. So, Pierre-Jacques, thank you for joining me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
What's going to invite us?
Yes, it's a pleasure. It's fun to do these lives because we can interact with the audience and we also can show the watches. We have a nice setup here, so it's going to be fun. So, how was Geneva so far for you? How was this experience this year? How did you find meeting everybody again?
Yeah, it's very exciting, you know, to meet again everyone. It's almost 1 year that we had a major watch event here in Switzerland. It was last year for also the Geneva Watch Week. The difference this year is that it's much more people are allowed to come and then they can make the journey here to Geneva. So now we have people from America able to visit us. We have people from Middle East, people from all over Europe. Maybe a bit more difficult for people from Asia, but we already met a couple of them with Indian distributor, retailer. So it's very interesting. We have the press for all around the world too. So we're quite happy. We say very happy that we going back to a normal life. So thank you.
Of course. No, I agree. It's nice to see everybody again, right?
Yes.
From all around the world, not just on Zoom or video call.
The contact, a big hug. You know, if you can hug someone that you like.
I agree.
It's the best.
I agree. We can revive memories from past events.
Yeah. So. Can we hug?
Sure. Let's do it.
This is the magic of Geneva Watch Day.
Yes.
You see people and you hug them.
And just by the way, he secretly gave me a watch. Kidding.
Not yet. First of you have to deserve it.
True. So today we're gonna basically talk about the philosophy of DeBethune, what you guys do, what you're known for. We have a few watches here which we'll also show. Plus, we have a nice novelty to present to you guys. So let's maybe start with, for you, what is DeBethune? What is
DeBethune is simple, and it's also, I would say tagline. It's watchmaking art in the 21st century.
Yeah,
it's mean that what we are making is not just watches, but we are creating, something. Every DeBethune can be considered as an art pieces, and also is a crossroad between the art, the innovation, but also the tradition. It's really, you can define DeBethune in few words, very simple, but then it's much more to define DeBethune in terms of execution, because all the technology, the know-how, every resource that we put in every watch is just amazing.
Yeah, I agree. Let's maybe show the viewers this one. It's something you're very known for.
So this is one of the iconic watch creation of DeBethune, what we call DB28 kind of blue. This is the kind of blue tourbillon.
Wow, it's the top of the blue ones.
Can say.
Here we go.
So
beautiful, huh? Case, the lugs, huh?
Yeah, so it's a high polish titanium case and lugs that we use a thermal oxidation to get this color. You know that titanium, when you heat it, you can oxidize it from a different color, different stage. You have one spectra going from the yellow sand color to the green, purple, the blue, and maybe different tone. and this one is just yes, an amazing pieces. You have a tourbillon. The tourbillon is a manufactured tourbillon of the Bethune. Is a 5S tourbillon. This tourbillon is made from titanium and silicium, and it's probably one of the lightest, or the lightest in the world. The 63 components of this tourbillon, the weight is only 0.18 gram. So it's almost nothing.
Wow. Yeah. And beautiful to look at. Last but not least.
Yeah.
And I love, is this the Milky Way on the dial, or is it something different?
On the dial, you have a few stars of the constellation and the Milky Way. You can see the Milky Way.
Beautiful.
Yeah. It's
and again, you have the traditional, I mean, the typical lugs, right? Floating lugs.
Yeah. Floating lugs, that is also a DeBethune innovation. You can see that it's made, it's not just for, it's not a gimmick. It's just, a watch have to be, easy to wear, and I will say ergonomic. You don't have to adapt yourself to the watch, but your watch have to adapt to yourself. And like this, the watch always take the perfect, band your wrist in a perfect way.
And also the bluing is nice because there's a different hue.
Yes, of course, it's natural.
Reddish
it's
blue.
A natural color, so you have the different reflect and aspect of some kind of patina also, because this watch is a watch that I used to wear for many times, and you can see that you have a kind of a patina and a nice reflect on it.
Nice,
really
beautiful.
Make this color alive.
Yeah, and the case specs also cool. There's a power reserve indicator with a little sun at the end.
Yes, you have 6-day power reserve, and you have the indicator on the back, and you can see the power reserve.
Yeah,
and also the
perlage decoration.
Perlage decoration, le râteau de la réserve de marche.
Yeah,
so you have many nice details that you can admire on these pieces.
Yeah, just while we're talking, I'm just like mesmerized by it because the light is also good in this room.
Yeah.
So let's maybe now come to the first novelty that you guys introduced this year, the kind of 2, which is your take on, let's say, iconic Reverso. Yes. But this is DeBethune style. So
yes, this is really what is DeBethune. DeBethune, I was telling you, is a crossroad between tradition, innovation, and also design. And here, you can with one watch see the both two personality, different personality of DeBethune, really avant-garde, really modern, and the really classic way that we display the time too. So here on that side, you have the. I'll show you maybe how it's working.
Yeah, please.
You have the very, futuristic and avant-garde
mirror polish
of the Bethune. You can see the tourbillon, the 5S tourbillon, all the detail, the semi-skeleton dial. You can see the barrels, the 2 barrels of the watch, beautiful hands, and there are many different details. And in one sec, you
change the mood.
You change the mood. You have a completely different and classic watch.
You're more low key,
with
Breguet style hands.
Yes, we can say like Breguet style hands. You have a second, and it's really something
nice.
Amazing.
I mean, the quality of it is just incredible.
And also, it was a challenge to make this movement because you have to display with one caliber the same time on the 2 sides of the watch.
Yeah.
And when you flip it, of course, the hands normally are going in opposite sense. But we have to make the hands going in the same.
Yes.
So it was also a technical challenge.
So basically, both dials the hands go in the direction they should go. Huh?
Yes.
So you had to do 2 movements, or
One move.
One, but
One move.
mini complications.
Yes, we have a
basically.
mini
So
complication to.
wow.
So
Yeah, the people love it so far. I mean, again, the level of finishing on these watches is always top notch, and actually it's super wearable on the wrist because of the lugs as well.
yes, and why we did this? I tell you, your strap is always too wide or too loose. It's not. You
Yeah.
never have the perfect
Yeah.
tension, and with this floating lug system, even if it's really well banded, if I move, you can see that
yeah.
it's really following.
It opens up. It breathes a bit, basically.
Yes. So you never hurt with your strap. So in terms of comfort, it's really optimal.
It's like a mini adjustment also.
Yes.
Basically.
So yes, you always have the perfect tension. If you do maybe this with your watch,
Yeah, no.
you will
see
maybe you can break.
My eyes like this. See?
Yeah. What's nice is that
on the side,
your watch is always smiling. To
yes,
you.
yes.
This is make me
or drunk. I don't know. One of two.
It's a really great watch.
It's a fun watch.
Yeah,
Yeah,
not fun. It's a great watch. It's
Konstantin Chaikin is a cool guy.
It's great
but
guy.
yeah, I know what you mean. Like this one, you see, it's never nice on the wrist. It always like slides up. Or now because I sweat, because I'm hot, I can basically turn it around. You see. But but I don't want to tighten the strap because then it will be too much.
Too much.
So
and
this is how you solve it.
Yeah, it's solved.
Voila. See, people say unbelievable watch. Yes,
Thank you.
It exists. It exists. So this year's novelty is the Starry Varius here, which we also have, right?
Yes, it's a Starry Varius GMT. GMT Starry Varius. So
you used to have a GMT in the past, right?
Yes, but it was a World Traveler GMT.
Yes.
The both complications.
It was also beautiful.
Yes, thank you very much. This is the GMT, so you can see the watch is made on the case of a Starry Varius, so 42 millimeters case, high polished titanium, and here on the dial you have hour, minute. You have here the date indicator, and here you see this small sphere is indicate the time on the 24 hours.
Okay. So like a day-night indicator, basically.
And you have also a day-night. It's at the hours, but at the same time the day-night indicator. So you will see if now it's at night because the moon is blue. So let's say
the
night.
Moon turns, huh?
Yeah, it's turned, and when you arrive,
I see.
When you arrive at 6 o'clock on the dial of the 24 hours, you will see that at 6 o'clock you will change, and you see that the moon now is turning white, and now it's the daytime.
So basically, is this one ball, or did you assemble two together? The moon.
Yes, it's like it's the same process that we are doing for the moon of the DeBethune, the DeBethune moon.
Gorgeous.
It's 2 pieces assembled together and glued by flame.
Plus is this the micro light finishing?
Micro light finishing on the
like we saw on the side of the Yellow Submarine, I think, if not mistaken.
Yes, also your micro light decoration.
Let's show this here on the light. This is just a stunning piece. And for somebody who likes the watch and wants to buy a DeBethune in the future, at what price point are we now, so people can get a gauge of how much it is and how much they have to work for this?
Okay, so it depends which job they have.
Yeah,
certain person
true.
They will have to work maybe a lifetime or even more. For if I take personally, I will have probably to work many years to get this. But some people have to work 5 years.
You're right.
It's always a different perspective. But for that to be more serious, the Starry Varius GMT, the price is around 95,000 Swiss francs. Gloria.
Not just one, not just one. And, a few francs.
Yes, 95,000 without tax.
And the case pick also features the very famous Delta, right? Because Denis Flageolet is a fan of Star Trek.
Yes. Here you have also a famous DeBethune innovation that is a triple parachute. Is a system to avoid the shock for the balance wheel, and you can see the spring, the bridge of the balance wheel, and the rubies.
Yeah.
And so in terms of shock, you have all the bridge going to move, on the rubies and go back in its initial place after the shock. So this is, I would say, like an Inca block, but for the bridge of the balance wheel.
But better. Or isolated, huh?
Yes.
And you see the mirror polishing as well.
So microlight decoration. We have 2 barrels. You also have, on that one, I think it's 5-day per reserve. So it's an amazing watch and very classical look and beautiful.
Yeah. And also, as somebody says, 95,000 Swiss francs is a bargain for such an incredible timepiece. We agree with you, quarter's eye.
Okay.
You have a good eye, huh?
Yeah, very good.
Just DM on Instagram. He'll take care of you. But also from the front, I just love how you guys combine basically a lot of the features that DeBethune is known for. From the hands, the microlight decoration. You see how it shines here in the light. It's just incredible. So for you, is there any complication that you guys want to do for the future? You want to maybe revisit something from the past, or do you want to?
I think in terms of complication, the Bethune we have almost Denis Flageolet developed almost all the complication. We have a perpetual calendar. We have our own tourbillon. We have
world time.
We have jumping hours. We have I don't know. I forget, but many chronograph, maxi chronograph,
basically the
chronograph monopusher. I think that the only complication that we maybe is a minute repeater that we're missing in our range of our collection of caliber.
Yeah.
So probably is the last complication we will
maybe
add
future,
to our portfolio
for the collectors. Yeah, why not? Yeah. I'm sure if you would, people would be interested.
Yeah.
And probably they ask you, hey, when will you start doing something like this?
But of course, even if you have many complications and we're missing one, we'll never interrupt to make something more performant, to innovate, because really what we want to do, what we are interesting to, is not to repeat always the same, but it's always to innovate
and make something new.
Yeah.
Like you said, combine the past and the future in one timepiece.
Make our job exciting.
One said again, these watches are undervalued. Can't believe RM, PP, or AP sells for more. Yes. If you compare, let's say, today's market for a Royal Oak, it's the same price like this watch, which makes no sense. But it's good for somebody who can buy the DeBethune because he gets more, I think. Right?
Yes, this is not, it's not to me to compare myself with AP.
I'm going to say that.
It's a brand that I respect a lot and that I like.
Of course.
But
just
it's different. It's different perspective. For what you get, I think if you're really interesting and want to go into technique and details, of course, with the DeBethune watch, you have a lot, and you also have the in terms of aesthetic, of research, and you get a lot.
For
and
sure.
You have a product very exclusive. The DeBethune, we are producing more or less 200 watch a year worldwide.
That's nothing,
for all the
for everybody.
So it's really nothing.
They go quick, guys.
While probably 200 pieces is what they sold in their boutique in 1 week.
Yeah, minimum. Yeah, they could more. No, I mean but I also tell people, if you collect independents like DeBethune, Urwerk, MBNF, or the other brands that are here, the people you connect with, the other collectors who collect the DeBethune watches, it's a different person than somebody who buys an AP Patek or something, right?
It's not different. I think people who came to DeBethune, many people already, they get, probably a couple of Rolex, couple of Patek, couple of other, and one day they say, okay, I have I already have all this beautiful watch.
Yeah.
But today I want something different.
Something, yeah.
Something I want to. I changed my perspective in terms of watch pick, and now I want to go a little bit far away. It's like when you buy a car, you buy your first sport car, the second, the third, and then
Daily
after
car, and then
so it's again
Sure.
evolution.
Sure.
Evolution in your taste.
Awesome. What do you think of, let's say, the future this year of these watch fairs? Do you like how Geneva Watch Days is created, or would you like to go back to SCHH, Basel, or there's room for everything now?
No, I think there is room for everything, but personally, I love and I really like the format of Geneva Watch Days. I think it's perfect because it's everyone, is quite free to organize his life or how he want.
Yeah.
But with a certain structure, and so it's cool. You have a really is a freedom.
Yeah,
And
it is.
we love
It
this.
is.
We have a common space that it's the tent
Yeah,
in front
yeah,
of the Kempinski and the Beau Rivage Hotel
Sure.
and the Hotel Angleterre. Very nice place where everyone can meet and
Together at one
together.
place.
But all the brands they choose where they want to exhibit, how they want to welcome their customers, and organize their own time, their own appointment with the press and customer. So now it's great, and I will say big congratulations to
Definitely.
to the founder, especially to Jean-Christophe Babin, was probably the
was a
one
good
who
move.
really support
Definitely,
this event at the beginning. And many thanks to all the brands that are involved with
Of
it.
course, yeah.
And of course, thanks to DeBethune, because I remind you that you are also founding partner of Geneva Watch
Voila,
Days.
yeah. That's also important to note, and it's good for the future. We have a question, maybe it's good here. So for many collectors, intangibles like heritage, patrimony, and lineage of the mark, of the brand, often count a lot. DeBethune is a relatively new kid on the block with none of those particular attributes. What do you say to that?
I would say that, the heritage is not about the brand, because, many brands, so you can say,
Our heritage,
heritage.
We
So
started 500 years ago.
someone bought a brand 5 years ago, but who was created 300 or 200 is not mean that it's heritage. This is marketing. Heritage is what the culture you have. And Denis Flageolet is the son, the grandson, and the grandson of a watchmaker.
Voila.
Denis Flageolet was, restoring many classical watch and old clocks. So he have in his experience all this intellectual
property and knowledge. So basically, he is the heritage.
There is the heritage.
Voila.
It's what you know,
and
what you can do with your hands, and if you can link your memory and your neuron to your hands and what you create. This is heritage.
Of course.
It's not,
but also people, like there's the brands which exist for hundreds of years, but also in the world of independence, you have heritage. You are one of the beginning, the founding fathers, right? That's how I see you guys.
It's also this kind of.
So you're not new, but in the independent world, you are around for a long time already, and successfully. So
and also, we are not there to. Also, we don't claim heritage, because the DeBethune is also innovation. So we don't care about the heritage. We can manage and master under these two universes, because we have the heritage, because we have the know-how and the culture, or logical culture, but we can push this forward, because nobody can say that DeBethune is not, one of the top brands type of innovation.
Yeah,
We
for
are
sure.
really on the
Plus
on the head of
quality,
innovation,
execution,
so,
everything.
So then we don't claim anything.
Yeah, that's good. Another question, maybe interesting, from Abdul R Watches. Also, he has a YouTube channel. He's asking, do you plan to introduce an affordable watch like Max Büsser with the MBNF, with the Mad One? You know, you saw that?
Yeah,
It's not an MBNF, but
yeah.
it's people buy it also
Yeah.
because it kind of is inspired by it.
No, to be honest, we don't plan to do this. Max, he did this for a certain purpose, and he did it well.
Sure.
But for us, you know, we chose our battle. Our battle is to make you know, the best watch we can make, and
you cannot fit it in this budget basically as well, right?
We don't have time to do this. First of all, the new is not, and I'm not sure that people who like the Bethune, who love the Bethune, they will you know, go for it. So no, we are not planning to do it.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
Welcome.
Okay, something else you want to tell the audience about the brand, or except buy DeBethune? I'm gonna say that. You don't need to.
No,
you're in good hands.
No, I just want to say thank you to you. Thank you to your channel. That you produce amazing content.
Thank you.
I always remember the very nice content and video that you sent to us and that you produce, and you are doing a great job. So thank you very much. Thank you for the audience, and I hope to see you soon.
Yes. Guys, please follow DeBethune on other social media channels. On YouTube, they have also videos there. Instagram is their most active platform. And also check out the website. You can learn more about the brand, the history, and also they explain every watch and what they do in great detail. So definitely worth reading that. And if you want to have some questions, leave a comment down below for DeBethune or for me. We'll gladly answer it for you. And stay tuned. We're going to do another live on Friday with 2 brands confirmed already. So definitely see you soon. Pierre-Jacques, thank you so much. Have a good evening and all the success to you.
Okay.
Thank you. Ciao, guys.